You Don't Like Podcasts, where we have conversations you don't like that need to be had. All right, so we got a couple of updates for you all. Um, it is being reported that the flight delays at the airports are beginning to become a major issue across America. Um, there were more than 5,000 flights traveling from the US that were delayed on Sunday alone. This past Sunday alone, we had over 5,000 flights delayed or canceled. Um, Also, I guess some good news we can say. It's being reported that the Trump administration is going to be partially funding SNAP benefits for the month of November. So the people that are SNAP recipients, they will be receiving partial payments. They may be delayed, but they're going to get a little something, something. Now, real quick, before I give the floor to you, this is my issue with this whole situation. We have federal employees that have not been paid in over a month. Me personally, I feel as if that should have came first. That instead of partially funding SNAP recipients, they could have at the very least, partially funded these people payroll. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm a chill out. I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like these people need a little something, with the SNAP benefits. I know there's a lot of different circumstances out here for different people, with the food and whatnot, but at least some of these people probably have family members that they can lean upon with something dealing with food, but not having no income for over a month. I feel like that's a little bit more detrimental. Um, the
Especially, not to interrupt, but especially with the housing costs, with the cost of rent and with the cost of mortgages being highly inflated. It's hard to call somebody and say, hey, can you spot me 2 grand?
Exactly, because 2 grand is probably about the average, at least in the South, of mortgage or rent, whatever
Yes.
people paying. But we do know with the air traffic controllers, 90% of them.
It was 90%. What was that? That was in New Jersey, or was that New York? It was New York. It was in New York. It was 90% of air traffic control were
Was
not coming
not
to
coming
work.
to work. And I know they ain't the only ones. So,
Baby, they said no work. I mean, no pay, no work.
but
Okay.
but but honestly, would you?
No. I will probably be on, trying to find some type of side hustle, or, some type of means to bring some money in, because let's just keep it real. A lot of people don't have a month worth of bills in their savings account, or 60 days or 90 days. This economy is really tough. And then, not to mention, not to pocket watch anybody, but a lot of Americans live above their means. So when you live above your means and then your income get cut, now you in trouble for real.
Right. Um, yeah, that's pretty tough. I don't think I would. I mean, who finna come to work for free? And then you're not even guaranteed back pay
Right.
when all this stuff,
Yeah.
come back on. That's the part that irks me a little bit more than everybody else. If it would been one thing if it was guaranteed back pay, but
But
you're
it's
not
kind of
even
iffy.
guaranteed the back
Yeah.
pay.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think I might, and this is a big might. I might try to thug it out for a week, at the max 2 weeks without the pay. But you best believe, don't tell me nothing about if I'm running late. Don't tell me how. Don't ask me how long I'm gonna take a break. Like, you got to be real, real chill. You know what I'm saying? And That's a type of job. We're talking about airport security. That's a type of job where they need to be on their P's and Q's. Like
Oh,
they need to be, taking a job serious. But if you're not paying people, that's just this is a very sticky situation. Like very.
absolutely. But that's just one side of the game.
Right.
Soon as you start slipping, let's say quote unquote slipping,
Yes.
within these weeks of no pay, and then everything come back on. Now you got to go back to regular scheduled program, and then you're gonna have the people on the other end, like I'm talking about the higher up, want to try to
Oh
do
yeah, they gonna be on some. Yeah, you
do
already
on
know.
some greasy stuff
Yeah.
because that's the same
Yes.
thing that happened with all that COVID stuff. A lot of people were slipping amongst them times, calling in and and
Mm-hmm.
and doing all that. But when they had to be back at work,
Yeah. A lot of people got let go.
a lot of people got laid off for the
Yeah.
plan. Because look, everybody playing games out here, and that's these jobs. They're gonna take it out on the people, and then we dealing
Mm-hmm.
with the government at that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
make their little cuts.
Mm-hmm.
These regular jobs, there's a lot of Amazon, UPS. We talked about
Oh
that last week.
yes.
There's a lot of these jobs making cuts anyway. So don't
Yes.
be surprised when the government they already started anyway.
Right.
I think that was the
Yeah.
first one before all them.
Yeah.
But
Really. Yeah.
when all this come back on, we don't know what they gonna do.
And that's and when you say that, that is the reason why you have so many employees that are still going to work because they are afraid of the retaliation. Like they're not gonna no one's gonna put it in a box and wrap it in a bow and say this is retaliation. But you already know what time it is. Like
Oh
if you
yeah,
one of them people that like soon as this shutdown came about and you was like, I ain't coming to work, they gonna be the number one on the list that's
but
out.
but the thing is they do all that, everything come back on, and then you don't get your check regardless, and and folks still gonna be acting dumb. I'm talking about the corporate people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
just
yeah.
think just for them people's sake, unless they got it in the bag like that, like far as they know people that know people,
Mm-hmm.
just be on the lookout for something else.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to be
That's
in.
a highly tough situation. I don't wish that on nobody.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. But
Um,
to go ahead and navigate toward this partial payments with the SNAP benefits, now you're having some of the public that's stating the partial payment isn't enough. I mean, okay, now you could be getting absolutely nothing. These you got on one hand, you got people going to work and not getting paid anything, and then on the other hand, you got people that are going to get a partial payment and it might be delayed, and then you still have the audacity to be some type of way. And I'm seeing a lot of these food banks, a lot of the local government agencies, they are really stepping up trying to help the people. So you telling me that a partial payment, half the payment isn't enough when you got somebody that's actually going to work and not getting paid? I mean, make it make sense.
right, we seen somebody commented that $400 was not enough.
When yeah, she was, according to the article, she stated that her and her three children, she gets $800 a month. And because of the partial payment, it's going to be cut down to 400. So she doesn't know how she's going to make ends meet. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all better learn how to cook. Because let me tell you, $400. If somebody gave me $400 and said, "Look, this is strictly for groceries," oh, we about to eat. We about to eat. Y'all better So we too good for rice and beans.
Yeah, y'all better get these greens, these rice and beans, these stewed chicken, whatever y'all got to do. Budget these meals out.
Bags of potatoes.
Exactly. You got to budget these meals out 3 or 4 days at least,
Thank
that
you.
y'all can eat on. Because
Thank you.
these food banks lines, they
Oh, yeah.
I've been seeing on some of these news clips how these lines been super long. I feel like half of them probably don't need to be up in there. I ain't gonna lie, but that's just me. But just be mindful that it's not just you in that line. There's only so much food you can get per household, and the food bank struggling too, trying to ration out all
Yeah.
this food to all these people,
Yeah.
especially the ones that like I said, are probably playing in line.
Yeah. True that.
You
True
know,
that.
because it's gonna be people like that just hopping in line
Just
just
to
so
see
they
what they can get for free.
exactly. So
Yeah.
please be mindful. Prayers for all these people that's going to work with no checks.
Yes.
People, if y'all traveling, if y'all can kind of if
Be careful.
be careful, and if y'all can not fly,
Postpone.
yeah,
Yeah.
postpone or not fly out, try to do so
I
because
mean, because how secure are our airlines, our airports, our air? Like how secure is it? If you have air traffic control working at less than 50%, less than half of them are there, how do we know that our skies are actually safe? Is it really safe to fly right now? Oh, that's a good question. I want y'all to drop that down in the comment section. Is it safe to fly right now?
exactly, and like I said, some of these airports are severely these flights getting delayed and canceled anyway, and
Yes.
some of these airports you waiting there for hours. So
Yes. Tempers are flaring, people are impatient.
exactly, how safe, like you said, like my co said, how safe is it to fly? Please let us know about that. And do you feel like going through all the bull that's going to come with that? You know,
Right, exactly. Through the delays, through the cancellations. Yeah. Is
Uh,
it worth it? Is it even worth it to fly right now?
exactly. So let us know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll catch you on the next one. We out.
You Don't Like podcasts, where we have conversations you don't like that need to be had.